What's going on, guys? Josh here again. Big install day on the RZR, putting all sorts of parts on this thing. It was all stock this morning. It is not stock anymore. Got some cool stuff on here. Scissor jack, fire extinguisher, side mirrors. What is the brand? ATV. Hold on. Just blanked on the name here. Super ATV storage box right there. Fire extinguisher, jack mount. The next parts we're gonna put on is something I'm super pumped on. Light bars, or excuse me, light whips. So pick these up from Rough Country. You know, I got the same light bar, not a light whip, on my truck. Quality's pretty dang good. Value is really good. One of the main reasons why I went with Rough Country on the whips is, one, the whips look pretty good at a reasonable price. They're all wireless, remote controlled. Secondly, these little guys, they make a really cool mounting system that I hadn't seen from anyone else, at least a name brand. These things mount right onto your roll cage in the rear. Literally loosen up 2 bolts, put these things on, and you have mounts ready to go. So I'm gonna throw these on, see how they look installed, do some wiring, play with the lights, and we'll go from there. These little guys, they're going to mount right here on the cage. So you get a little something like that, give you a nice mounting point. Hole's already there. Throw your whips on. All you need for this part of the install: 15mm ratchet, 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there. Throw your bracket on each side, and you're ready to put your whips on. All right, mounts are on. 1 and 2. One thing to note, there's some tricky little nuts behind these bolts that you really got to reach in and hold. I dropped one and it fell right out through the bottom. There's big gaps on both sides, so no worries if you do drop it. It is just easier, I noticed, to take the bolts out one at a time and keep your hand back there holding the nuts in place. Put them out on. Put your bolts on while still keeping the nuts on the back side. This side, I just took the nuts off. It was more of a pain in the ass. This one, holding them and not taking them all the way out, was definitely the way to go. All right, let's get some whips on. All right, here's the whip lights. They come with some flags. I'll probably take those off and change them, but yeah, these things are just littered with LEDs all over it. They look really nice. One thing I didn't realize that it came with, these are really nice billet quick releases, so you can have these mounted in place on the RZR, and then just snap these on and off real quick as you need, loading them in the trailer, putting it in the garage. They are pretty flexible, so I don't know you know, how much damage would actually come of them if you were to hit something, but they do flex quite a bit. All right, one thing I just noticed, here's the mount, or the whip mount. Drop it in here and it contacts right there. So I need to go get some washers, raise this up and keep it off the plastic bit down here. To be continued. Okay, got them mounted up. All I had to do was add 3 washers to each side, and that got me enough clearance to clear this plastic kind of shroud here. So yeah, works pretty good. Time to pop the whips on. Whips are on. Look great. Nice height. These are 4-foot whips. There's pretty much infinite colors, I believe, or at least many colors. You can run this. Quick release. Lift up, lift off. Pretty dang easy. There you go. All right. All that's left is to wire them up. Then we can try them. We're gonna do another video tonight, but everything's hooked up. Got it wired in, just the battery under the rear driver's side seat. And they look sweet. Got the remote here, a bunch of different settings. You can toggle through different patterns. You can do solid colors, change the brightness. When you do like these kinds of patterns, this button over here Seems to do the speed at which it filters through. So all in all, very cool. I'm excited. My most, I guess the biggest surprise, the most excitement I got was these quick releases. I had no idea they were coming with those. I guess I should have done a little more research, but yeah, very cool. You can pop them in and off. The toy hauler's got drop down rear beds, so I've only got maybe 12 inches above the roof line to get in there, so these will definitely have to come off and on. That makes it easy. So anyways, take another shot at night just to see them really light up, but that's about it for the day here. All right, it's a little bit darker. Check them out, they are bright. Really bright. A few different settings. Pretty damn sweet. Definitely recommend them.